And look, the wind's changed direction, it's blowing up the hill today. I'm going to do a bit of direct sowing in the bales. I think I've been one of those things I've been forced into it again because the cats have devastated my radishes at home in the veggie pod. So I'm going to do some up here. So what I've done is just half an old tomato grow bag. It's about, layered about 2 inches deep, I suppose. Can you see that? I'm just going to sow some radishes in here. Quick crop. I need them in 3 weeks, look. So, and all these are is where are we? Yeah, Scarlet Globe. Gonna make a couple of little furrows, sprinkle some seeds in and see how it goes. I've chosen the grow bag because it's already soaking wet, and they tend to stay very wet. Now, if I use normal compost, it would need a lot of water, I think. But this has got a head start. It's already soaking wet. So I'll stick some in and bring you back in a minute. There we are then. Just making out a couple of lines of radish Scarlet Globe. If I can do it with one hand, here we are. Just squash them in a little bit. I don't think I can bother watering these. This compost is so wet. And I'm off to give a friend a hand now, moving a tool store. So, can you hear the birds? Nice and peaceful today. Anyway guys, I'm at the plot and I'm going to chill out for a bit. I've got a few things to do, but I'm not rushing anymore. I got a few last couple of lettuces to put in, and these are just going to be squashed in on the straw bales wherever I can get them in. I've got one tumbling tom tomato to go in a straw bale, and I got these leeks. You see the leeks? Yeah, I got these leeks to go in. I finally found a place for those. I was dithering whether to plant them at home in my I got an L-shaped raised bed in the back garden, but the soil is so poor, and the actual bed itself, even though it's 2 foot high, it's just full of the ash tree roots. You know, you can't even put a fork in, a little trowel, little hand fork. There's so many roots in there, and that is even with me when I built it. Crikey, when was that? 2014? I don't know, 2015. I lined it all at the bottom as well, so the roots have got through gaps somewhere and they've just spread. So, anyway, we're into, well, what are we going to call it? Prune June. It's a maintenance month, isn't it? We've had Manic March, frantically sowing and sowing and sowing seeds like mad, and they've been growing. Then we have had Anxious April. Do I plant them out yet? Is the frost finished? Can I plant them out yet? And then it's like Mad May. I love these iterations. When you've got to get them all out, the frost has just finished. Middle of May, you're pretty sure it's all finished, and for the last 2 weeks, it has been plant. And I'll tell you what, I'm quite proud to say that for one of the first times ever, this early in the year, I've got a full plot. I mean, here's my plot map. You ain't going to be able to see this, it's tiny. I keep a copy in the car, and when I do something, I write on here, like, say for example, leeks are going to go in bed 18 over there, or whatever. I've got one bed left, which is a dumping ground. It's got net on it, and it's got hoops at the moment. And that's where the courgettes and squashes are going to be going. And I got a bit of space on the tomato bed over there, the one where I got cherry and salad tomatoes. I got the frame, and I got a bit of space next to it. So maybe the courgettes will go there, I'm not sure. Oh, I got garlics to go in yet, and I've got corn. Only one lot of sweet corn germinated, sadly. Strange, again, another whole packet of seeds not germinated. And I can't blame the compost for this one, because I've been using Mother Earth lately. It's just poor seeds. Terrible. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit here for a bit, have a chill out, have a chat with you. I tell you what, it is actually good to come up here. I think all I've got to do today is a little bit of weeding. Okay, I've got to plant this lot, but you know what I mean. There's no set agenda. These could wait for another week, it doesn't matter. But just to do, pot around, oh, there's a weed there, oh yeah, I'll nip that out, and that's why I called it Prune June, a maintenance month. All I've got coming in future, really, is the, later on the year, we've got the winter onions to sow and things like that. Winter cabbages, maybe. Yeah, winter cabbages. And the rest of it is just successional sowings, So there's no real, have to get this done, because it doesn't matter if I don't sow the next lot of lettuces for a week, you know what I mean? It's just, it's I don't know, I'm going on a bit, but it is just a great feeling just to chill out for a bit, you know. Yeah, watching the cars go up to the garden centre. They do nice food up there. I might have to take you around one day. I'll ask Jess if I could do a walk around of the whole complex up there indoors, you know, and then show you the bistro and the barista and all that sort of stuff. It's a nice place. Bit pricey, but you know, you expect that, don't you? I mean, you go to any garden centre these days and you're paying £4 for a coffee or whatever, you know. Anyway, oh look, there's a Scimitar GTE just gone by. I haven't seen one of them for a few years. Must be a classic car show on somewhere. One thing I have got to do, well not have got to do, one thing I'm going to do today as well, is I got some, Nick the gardener sent me some biochar, and I've activated it a long time back. And what you do when you activate it, you put it in water, wet it down, and you add fertiliser and stuff like that. And I used liquid seaweed and some super soil. And the biochar has been scattered around. I did film it, but it's one of those videos where the blooming footage got messed up yet again. Anyway, I got the liquid left, a lot of the liquor left. So I'm going to dilute that down and use that for watering today. The only things that really water in are the bales at the moment, or fresh plantings. The rest of it I'm not bothering because, as you know, no dig, it doesn't really need a lot of watering, you know. So not unless we get, you know, 3 or 4 weeks without any rain, then I will bother. But the thing that does need doing is the potatoes in buckets. They are relatively high maintenance. I mean, it's at least, I'd say half a watering can every week. So, you know, and there's like 10 buckets. So, you know, it's and this time of year as well, especially with the earlies, as the tubers are setting, that's the time you want to get them, keep them wet, keep them damp, because that's when you get what's it called? Now, is it black scab or is it? No, what's the other one called? Anyway, you know, the little black spots on them. Yeah, scab or black something or other. Anyway, I actually got told off on YouTube for saying that word. But anyway, another thing. Oh, it's nice just sitting here, really, isn't it? Oh, the bench. I don't know if I just told you. I can't remember now. John, who's given up his allotment just down over the slope down there. He said, "I'll give him a plot up, Steve. Can't cope with the weeds anymore. They're just blowing in from everywhere." And to be honest, the two around him, you wouldn't even know they were allotments. They're just so thick with weeds. Anyway, he's given up, and he said to me, "If you want my bench, take it." So thanks, John. And I told him if he's ever walking by, he lives down the road. I said if he's walking by, he sees me up here, come up here, we'll have a sit down, have a chat again, you know. This time on my plot, not on yours. Oh dear. Yeah, so that's it really. I'm not going to show you me planting the leeks. Funny place to put them really, in amongst all the climbers. I'll tell you what, I'll show you what I'm doing, and then I'll just get on with it. Sit here too long, I'll probably fall asleep. Or somebody will come along and I'll have a chat and won't get any work done. That's my trouble really. Come up for an hour and a half and you spend an hour of it talking. Right, I'll catch you in a minute, guys. Okay then, so this is my, where are we? There we are, metal climbing frame. We've got climbing beans in there at the moment, a couple of cucumbers. I've got tromboncino to go in here and a few other things, melons. So I'm going to put the leeks in here because I don't need to access them apart from weeding, and I can do that as long as I space them easily. I can do that with the thin hoe. And yeah, I've just got to get in here and do it. Now what I did last year, I planted some larger things in the middle when the frame was on another bed, and you couldn't get to them through the net to pick them or anything. So I think it's a good idea because the things on the outside, the beans and the tromboncinos and that, they'll be finished before the leeks are ready. So I'll do it, and I'll show you what mess I've made of it when I've finished. All right. Oh, there you are, guys. That's the leeks in. Well, we got 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 rows. 48 leeks. Autumn Giant 2 or Autumn Mammoth 2. Yeah, I think it's going to work quite well, actually. They'll straighten up in a few days' time. Usual routine with these, just to make a hole, drop the leek in and puddle it in with water. Phew! Well, that's me today, guys. Quite enjoyed it, actually, sitting here and having a think about things. I had loads of leeks left over, so I've given them to 2 plot holders, just the next level up. And spent half an hour talking to Ethel, new plot holder. Brilliant. So, get home now. Got a bit to do at home, but like I said, it's not so manic anymore. It's nice. You know when something gets on top of you a little bit, it's a chore, isn't it? Well, I've never thought of gardening as a chore, but sometimes you get up and you think, oh God, I've got to do that today, you know? But now it's all, ooh, and relax. Take care, guys. Catch you soon. Oh, I better put this away, haven't I? Now, where am I going to put it somewhere where I know where it is, Steve? A place for everything and everything in its place. On the bench. That's it, on the bench.